Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Second straight week we had technical difficulties. Has it been? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. It is an exciting day as we are, 4 days away? It is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days away from what I'm calling the biggest Patriots regular season game since 2018. Yes, bigger than Brady's return to New England. Yes, bigger than debut for Mac Jones, whatever you want to call it. This game, Sunday Night Football, is the biggest Patriots game since the Patriots regular season game since 2018 Patriots Chiefs, where it was an absolute thriller. You see me? You see me, Dixie? Do you got me? Do you got me? We're beating the Bills. Kevin, I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid, and I'm starting to get a little bit excited and also nervous at the same time, convincing myself that, hey, I think so. Boom, bop, bing, hairline getting a little back? Nah, it's the same. Did they not build the build-up? No? Nope. All right. Of course. Just scroll all the way down. Maybe it's still in there from last week. Seeing this? You got it. It's the same one every single week, as we do every single Wednesday. Shout out your city. Where are you watching from? I know Tsobi. Tsobi is all the way out in Germany. It's going to be a late one for you. It's going to be a late one for you. Hunter's in Buffalo. Evans in Orlando. Boobop Bing is in, not Missouri. Louisville. I was trying to remember the exact road so I can dox you. Dixie's in Portland. Zetch is in Boston. AGL, Demon Garden City. Clemente's in Salisbury, Mass. Victor Vu, Lowell, Massachusetts. Hunter, go Pats though. Of course. Hold down the fort for us. Hold down the fort. Hold down the fort. Biggest game of his career, of May's career, 100%. 110%. This is the biggest game for the Patriots in the last 5 years, 6 years. No game back in 2019 seemed interesting. It felt like the Patriots, even though they were 11-0 at one point and then fell off, yeah, it was not good. This is the biggest regular season game in I don't know how long. When was the last time the Patriots played on Sunday Night Football? And the last time they played a primetime game, it said, oh, well, Bill Belichick and the Patriots are facing off. Well, no. Now it's Drake May and the New England Patriots. JR, it's okay. We still get a home game against the Buffalo Bills. We play them twice. That's okay. Hunter, you will get my score prediction in today's show. As we got 3 segments, as we always do. Got a preview of the Patriots-Bills. Get some injury news for you. I will probably, actually, Moose, we got the injury report coming up, which I will put that in for us in today's show because I didn't think he was going to show up on the injury report. But Caleb Von Chason did, unfortunately, show up on the injury report. Did they not build it? No, it's not built at all. It's not built because it obviously wasn't built from last week, so it's not built. It's not built because you can go to last week and it could be all, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Exactly. Boom Bop Bing saying, "Where's Moose?" He's asking, "Where's Moose?" I will say, Mr. Bop Bing.
Boopity boopity boop.
Clean Harbors is calling, and Moose is also better at you than golf. Or better at golf than you are. How is May going to handle the pressure? I think he'll be fine. You've never seen him really fold under pressure. It's kind of like just those mistakes that he always kinds of makes. That was pretty dumb. 50 people in the chat right now and only 12 likes. What are we doing? Get those numbers up. And also, let me know down in the comments section. What's your confidence level heading into week 5? 1 to 100. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I'm thinking about taking Patriots money line at like plus 200. Drake May has played harder defenses than Josh Allen this year. They both have an easy-ass schedule. Dylan's got a 95%. Dylan, I like that. 95%. Anthony Sanchez is on a 70. Diggs' first touchdown against Buffalo. I mean, it's a return, but it's also a return for Mac Hollins. Sergio Perez. Of course you can get a shout-out. Shout-out to you. What are our chances for trading for A.J. Brown? Well, Tony, I made a video about that yesterday. Put that out on the channel. And if it was any other team other than the Eagles, I would say it's very, very likely odds. But with the Eagles and how much they are annoying and they suck and their GM is just the most outlandish and he's going to literally finesse every single person, it's not happening. It's not happening. It is not happening. Evan, the Cardinals need a running back. I'm not giving rid of any running back right now. You do not want to go with 2 running backs.
I don't want to sound ignorant here doing Patriots Live with you, but who do you play in Week 5?
Sunday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills.
Sunday Night Football on NBC. The Bills and the Pats gonna give me some cheese.
There you go. There you go.
I couldn't think of what rhymes with NBC.
Kicking into high gear. S.A. Moro, what's good? What is good? I got my voice back. Oh, brother. Do they pay you or are you just passionate? Both. I get paid to talk about my favorite team. I get paid. What's going on, Matthew? What's going on? 45 people. When we get to 30 likes, we can start the show. It is Week 5. I will pay you to not talk ever again. I'll pay you to get a job. Efton Chisholm is their win condition. Jason Tatum is looking good. We're not going to talk about that on the channel, Hunter. We're not going to talk about him on the channel. If you want to talk Celtics, we do have a Celtics Today channel by Chat Sports. Tyler Smith hosts that. He's a diehard Celtics fan.
How many Patriots fans were like, after the win against the Panthers, were like, bro, it's the Panthers. Chill.
A bunch.
And here's what I'll say about that. I have always been in the camp for every NFL team. It does not matter if you're playing a bad team. If you beat the brakes off of a bad team, that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. So it is a good thing for a team to beat the living shit out of a bad team.
Exactly.
I hate that argument, which is, oh, bro, relax. It was the Panthers. No, we did what we were supposed to do. If you would have won 17-14 against the Panthers, then we'd have some concern.
Literally, like, the Panthers won 30-0 against the Falcons. And then the Patriots blew out. They completely blew the doors off of the Panthers. And then the Falcons came back last week and beat the Commanders. And no, Purdy is not playing. Benito Smurf! Purdy is not playing, Ryan. He is out tomorrow. What is your opinion on 49ers Macaroni? Macaroni Jones? McCorkle? I mean, I'm not going to, not root against Mac Jones. Make sure you change the name badge. Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't see. I don't mind it. I mean, Mac Jones was not good for the Patriots. It's not like I hated him. I couldn't stand Cam Newton. I was not happy when Cam Newton was a Patriots. I was not happy. I wanted the Patriots to tank, and I knew Cam Newton would get the Patriots to about 8 wins, 7 to 8 wins. And I wanted them to tank, get a good pick, and then suck. And then next year you can rebuild. But no, Cam Newton was decent and got the Patriots a bunch of wins to be mediocre, not even make the playoffs, lose on a draft pick, and then you're stuck. And then you're stuck with Mac Jones for a couple years. And he just wasn't good in the system. Also, Belichick just didn't know how to manage the team. He was an awful general manager. The offensive line became dog shit, and then Mac Jones' confidence just plummeted. And that's why he was good in his rookie year, because it was still kind of part of that dynasty era roster. I mean, you still had a couple players on the team. But Tasobi, shout out to you. Let's get into it. We got 50 people in the chat right now, 35 likes. Let me get my script up because we're talking Patriots, Bills, and it is a gigantic game. A gigantic game. We also have our mailbag today. Use hashtag Patriots for all of your questions that we'll get at the end of the show. Don't forget to use hashtag Patriots. And let's get on with the first segment. Hold on. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Let's try this again. If not, we just won't go with the intros on today's show. We'll just go right into it. It's been a while since you produced. All right, we'll just add the intros after. Vicious Tuna, it's not up to me. All right, count me in, Producer Moose, and let's do it without it. What I'm calling the biggest, and I mean biggest, Patriots game of the last 7 years. Because it has not been exciting. It has not been great, but the vibes are immaculate. And now the Patriots are taking on one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL, the Buffalo Bills, this Sunday on Sunday Night Football. And you can see that line right there. Nobody's giving the Patriots a shot, but they look good. Drake May looks elite. And could this be the start of a huge quarterback rival between Drake May and Josh Allen? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. On today's show, we're going to take a deep dive into Patriots versus Bills. Got some injury news for you, keys to victory, and of course, my score prediction. But before we deep dive, we got to beat the Bills breakdown. Mr. Tyler Smith hosts the Buffalo Bills breakdown, and he's been talking a lot of mess, saying the dynasty is over. It's all Buffalo Bills time. We own the AFC. Well, yeah, you've won it for a little bit, but we can show him up and show that Patriots fans are still ecstatic about this team, and we're coming right back to claim our trophy. So go ahead. If you love the Patriots, if you want daily videos, hit that sub button right now. This is the first true test for the Pats this season. This is the first true test for Mike Vrabel, the first true test for Josh McDaniels, and a real test for Drake May. Because the first 4 weeks of the season, you took on the Raiders, who don't look good. You took on the Dolphins, who don't look good. The Steelers are 3-1 somehow. They shouldn't. And then you beat up on the Carolina Panthers. And now you're going up against the Gauntlet, a team that has been in the AFC Championship for so many of the last 5 years. They can't get over the hump, but you're showing that you can compete in this league. Buffalo, they're a great team, man. 4-0 record for a reason. That point differential is plus 43. They are winning every game, plain and simple, like not even close, except for that week 1 absolute comeback against the Baltimore Ravens. Last week, they beat the Saints 31-19. It is the first Sunday Night Football meeting since 2007 where the Patriots beat up on the Bills, and I think J.P. Losman was the quarterback. Randy Moss had a touchdown, of course. And the Bills, they're 7-3 in their last 10 against New England. And this is going to be hard, specifically for the Patriots defense. You did get Christian Gonzalez back. We'll get into the injuries in a second. You might get Jahlani Tavai back, who is eligible to come off IR this week, but there's a reason. Second in the NFL in yards per game. The passing yards is 246th. The rushing yards, James Cook is going off. Josh Allen can make plays with his legs. Their points per game are second. They are top 10 in every statistical category on offense. This is going to be a big, big test for the Patriots defense. You also have to have the good secondary, but you mainly have to contain this guy right here. They don't have many weapons. They don't have many weapons at all. Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, they're about the same receiving core, if not worse than the New England Patriots. But they got the MVP. Since 2024, Josh Allen is one of 3 quarterbacks to record at least 35 touchdown passes and 5 rushing touchdowns. He is incredible. He can throw the ball down the field, absolute cannon of an arm, but if you don't contain him, he can roll out easy and make you look like a fool. And also, they've been doing what the Patriots don't do, and they tush push. But there's one but, and a very big one if we're talking about right here. Shout out to Cardi B wearing the Patriots jersey in that one interview. Very, very interesting interview, to say the least. But there's one but. Our quarterback, Drake May, is looking a lot like Josh Allen this season. And the stats don't lie. Look at these two. The average time to throw, about the same. The average depth of target, 7.2 to 7.7. That is about the same. The completion percentage. Drake May has a better completion percentage than Josh Allen. The yards per attempt is exactly the same. Their conversions, their third down conversions are basically the same. Touchdown to interception, identical. Passer rating, almost identical. And 12 conversions on scramble dropbacks, tied for 4th. Drake May has 8. Extremely similar. And it looks like Josh Allen and Drake May are kind of like that Spider-Man meme where they're staring in the same direction as each other. They look like almost the same quarterback, and I kind of always called it. I've compared the two. Drake May is baby Josh Allen. He can grow up and become that quarterback that Allen is right now. But obviously, Allen has the MVP, and Drake May, this is, I think, his 17th start as a New England Patriot. Maybe 16th is playing his full season. And you got a lot of growing up to do. And one thing that Josh Allen had to grow up from was turning over the ball. And the Patriots right now have a big problem with turning over the ball. No turnovers against the Carolina Panthers, but a week ago, you had 5 of them. The turnover margin per game is negative 0.8, which is 26, and the turnover margin for the Bills is 6th in the NFL. You cannot turn the ball over. If you throw an interception or you fumble the ball against the Buffalo Bills, you don't have a chance. You will not win this game. You will not win this game at all. And you're going up against a good defense. Like, everybody wants to talk about the take 2. Hold on. Lost my train of thought there. If you're going up against a good offense, you're also going up against a good defense. You can see right here, they're 11th. Their passing yards. The defense is holding opposing teams to only 125 yards per game. The rushing yards, though, this is going to need a big game out of Travion Henderson, a big game out of Ramondre Stevenson. You are going to have to win the game on the ground, and you're going to have to win the game with Drake May's legs. And that kind of goes into my keys to victory, which I will get in on the back half of the video. But first, I got to ask you guys, who you got? It's the big, big game. Sunday Night Football, prime time. The world is going to be introduced to who Drake May is. Type your N's over the chat or type your Buffalo. Come on. I need a Patriots win. If the Patriots go 3-2 and a win over the Buffalo Bills, this channel will blow up. And we might be talking MVP. We might be talking outlandish. Coming up, I got the injury report and the keys to victory. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every single day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app. This is a new feature, ladies and gentlemen. You can copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. I made a lineup for Sunday Night Football, and I talked about the legs. I think Drake May's going to have a big game on the ground. Give me the more on that. Keon Coleman, good luck going up against Gonzo. Give me the less on that. And then Stephon Diggs, he's been hot as of late. Give me the more, 47.5 receiving yards. You can make a lineup just like that one when you download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, let's kind of just get into the first couple of injuries that everybody's dealing with. The Bills are dealing with a lot more injuries than the New England Patriots are dealing, and they're dealing with 3 specific injuries. Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, and Spencer Brown. We do not know if they're going to be playing this weekend just yet, but I asked Tyler Smith, and he doesn't even think so. I think he thinks Ed Oliver is going to be out, and so is Matt Milano. But we had one person has been ruled out so far, and that was Cameron Johnston, who was the punter, and a very good punter. He was placed on IR for a foot injury versus the New Orleans Saints that he suffered last week. And there's a reason why I bring up a punter specifically when I'm talking about injuries, and that's because we know how good the special teams are. Marcus Jones almost had not 1, but 2 punt returns for touchdowns against the Carolina Panthers. He ended up winning Special Teams Player of the Week. So now you're bringing up a backup punter. You're bringing up someone who hasn't been playing. I don't even know who they signed. I can't remember exactly who they signed. But now you're going to have to punt to him. And you're probably going to want to punt it out of bounds. But if you do punt it to Marcus Jones, you have an option at any single point that there's a possibility he returns it. Now we get to the Patriots injuries. Jared Wilson, he did have an ankle injury. I did look at the injury report, and he was back at practice, limited in practice. One thing I did notice, Christian Gonzalez was off the injury report, but Jalen Hawkins and Kayvon Chason were both listed as did not practice for Wednesday's day. So if they can't go, Kyle Duggar's going to go with the safety, and then we'll see probably Keon White as your edge alongside with Anthony Jennings. Now, the keys to victory, and my first one, and it's a big one. I want to see Drake May make plays with his legs, get designed runs, get him running the ball in this game because it is going to, you have to utilize this to beat this Buffalo team. It's more than just running backs. Against the Bills defense, QBs have scrambled 11 times for 128 yards. 11.63 average. And they've gone up against, Spencer Rattler. You have gone up against Lamar. And I can't remember who they've played the first other 2 weeks of the season. But 11 of those scrambles, 7 have resulted in first downs. And then we look at Drake May, how he can use his legs to make plays. He has 15 scrambles for 89 yards, 6 average. And we've seen it. We saw him outrun Matthew Judon against the Miami Dolphins. Then against the Pittsburgh Steelers, we saw him outrun TJ Watt for a touchdown. Then we saw last week him run into the end zone using his legs, and he came out and he went like that to give a tribute to Cam Newton. You have to get Drake May into the running game. You have to utilize that ability with him to beat Buffalo. If you can do that, you have a good chance. The next one, it's simply given. Is it any doubt about it? Contain Josh Allen. It's not even about containing Josh Allen. You can't stop him. He's the MVP of the NFL. It's just kind of get him to as least amount what he can do as possible. And teams, they haven't been getting to him. They haven't been getting pressure on him. Bills have the lowest pressure rate in the NFL at 21.4%. Even when they blitz, even when they send pressure, it's just not working, and he's just sitting back there making a sandwich, finding his targets. Get pressure to him. Christian Barmore, Milton Williams, get to the quarterback. You need to. And then also, you have to make sure, just like I said, Drake May needs to rush the ball. You got to make sure that Josh Allen does not rush the ball because he is one of the best in the NFL that can do it. 31 carries, 159 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You think, the play's dead, you're getting to him, he's rolling out, and he's running for a first down. When he drops back in center, catches the ball, he runs right up. If I see Josh Allen able to make a 20-yard run for a first down and then some, I'm going to crash out. And you guys are going to see it right here Sunday night. You have to have a QB spy. You have to have contain on him at every single play. I'd rather let up a 10-yard pass to Khalil Shakir or Keon Coleman then have him run for the ball, run for his lights out, because he can do that at any point, and it drives me insane. Third key to victory, limit the turnovers. You lost a game. You could be 3-1 right now if you did not turn the ball over 5 times against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I want to bring this up again. The turnover margins per game. The Patriots are 26th in the NFL, which in my opinion is horrid. It's bad. It's really bad. And the Bills are one of the best to do it. They can make you turn the ball over, but the Patriots have to take care of the ball, and it starts not with Drake May, but this guy right here. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. For the love of God, hold on to the ball. 2 hands. 2 hands. You're going in. 2 hands on the ball. I saw Braylon Allen go into the end zone yesterday and immediately fumble. It drove me crazy. Drove me crazy because I just got PTSD from the Steelers game. And the last key to victory, don't feel the pressure. This is the last Patriots-Bills game that is going to be played at the old Highmark Stadium because they're going into that new stadium, so it's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. It's a divisional game. They're going to be wearing their white rivalry jerseys. The whiteout, it's going to be a whiteout. We know how much the Bills hate the Patriots because the Pats have owned them for the longest time ever. 20 years. When did Brady ever lose to the Bills? Not much. This is the biggest regular season game since 2018. Don't feel the pressure. Play free. Please, for the love of God, play free. Nobody thinks that you're going to win. It is -8.5. Play free out there. Predict the score of Bills Patriots in week 5. That's a typo on me. It is week 5. We are 4 weeks into the regular season. Give me your score predictions down in the comments section right now. Mine, I think I've drank the Kool-Aid way too much. I think I've bought on to the Drake May hype. He looks incredible. I showed you the stats between him and Josh Allen and how similar they are and how good this team looks. It seems like him and Josh McDaniels are getting connected. Gonzo's back. Your defensive line is great. I think that the Patriots are going to pull off the upset. I may be crazy, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Go down in the comments. Give me your score prediction. And if you want to keep talking Patriots, my DMs are open. People DM me all the time talking about an A.J. Brown trade or any Patriots news that's going on. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Instagram at @TheRealAlper. And as always, let's go Pats. Do you like that meme? I see that on Twitter. I saw we got a couple super chats. Anything close as a W? I was kind of asking myself this question. Are we still at that point right now with the Patriots that we are okay with moral victories? Are we still at that point? Or do we feel way too much about this team where moral victories don't exist? Because, let's put it this way. If the Bills lose on Sunday, if we beat the Bills on Sunday and they miss, they miss a field goal and they come really close, but they turn the ball over late, is that really a moral victory? Oh, we competed with the Pats. No, they're not going to consider that. They're going to laugh at it. They're going to be pissed off. If we lose by a field goal, is it going to be like a moral victory or are we going to be mad? I don't know. I don't believe in moral victories. I don't believe it. Anthony Sanchez, $2. Love the D-line, but you sacks slow down. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But yay, sacks slow down. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The sacks have slowed down, but you're still getting pressure on the quarterback. And then Mr. Plague Doctor. Need a Red Sox and Pats going all the way this year. So when the stream does end, nobody go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere. It will redirect you to our Red Sox live stream that is on right now. That's why I only think we got 58 people in the chat right now, because all the people that care about the Red Sox are in there right now. They think the game is about to start. The first pitch is going on right now. We are live. Difference is Bills are a Super Bowl favorite in the AFC. Old Man Mom says Pats are a rebuilding team with our QB going into U2. Yeah, exactly. Pats 28-10. It's going to be a real close game. I will say the other thing that I kind of am just like the Patriots have a chance. Do you remember that game back in 2021 with Mac Jones where he only completed like 3 passes and the Patriots won on Monday Night Football? I always think of that game specifically. Also, we are doing our mailbag. I don't think we've gotten many questions, right, Moose? We do not have enough questions. We need you guys to ask your questions. Use hashtag Patriots. Hashtag Patriots. Sure. Well, I think if you scroll down, I think we do have the weigh-in for the mailbag. That was built last week. No. All the way down. Like where you found all the way down. It was built a week ago. Yeah, but like, is there not a mailbag one? There should be a mailbag weigh-in. Let's see. I will move it over. I will move it over. Oh yeah, it wasn't built last week. Good Lord, man. Who's building this? I got it right here. I'm moving it over right now. You're going to have to adjust it just a tiny bit. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. All right, you might have to read only the weigh-ins, but it's there. Oh, somebody gave me a follow. Shout out to you. It should be in there. At the very top. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, it is a Wednesday to say the least. It feels like a Friday. Charlisha Johnson coming in with a question. I see your question, Charlisha. Who will get the first touchdown in the Patriots game? It is Sunday night. Give me 1 second. Because I'm going to slack this to TV, and I want you to put that in there. Yes. And I'm going to put in the script where I want you to put it because this came out while we were filming. I just sent it to you. Don't need that up anymore. Download. I was like, what? What? Just put it in the photos and I'll label it where we need it to go. Yeah. Photo. Full screen. Boom. You can bring that up right now. Here's the injury report, ladies and gentlemen, from today's that came out while we were live. And you can see right here that K'Lavon Chaisson did not practice with a knee injury. He didn't practice. He was limited in practice last week. He was limited in practice last week with an injury, but ended up playing. And I think it's just been dealing with him. Now, this could just be one of those situations where it's a rest day. No, you're okay, Charlisha. You're fine. All right, that's a good question for Mr. Swiss. Mike, everybody was benched. Everybody was benched. I'm not dealing with that. Oh, okay. But yeah, Christian Barmore limited. But you see that Christian Gonzalez is no longer on the injury report. He is full designation for fully healthy, which is amazing to see. Jahlani Tavai, though, full practice with the calf injury. And that is something we're talking about on this next segment because the Patriots season could be changing and turning around completely as everybody, and I mean everybody, is healthy. So, Moose, if you want to count me in, we can start the next segment. 3, 2, 1. It is a major game for the New England Patriots. Biggest game that I'm calling in 7 years. Patriots against the Bills in Highmark Stadium, Sunday night, 8:20 p.m. But the Patriots are getting 2 reasons why this season could be turning around. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and there is evidence. There is clear-cut evidence of the Patriots season turning around. We saw it last week as they blew out the Carolina Panthers 42-13, and they should be 3-1 on the season, but they're 2-2. But they're getting one player back who I think could really impact this defense tremendously, and we'll get into that in a second. But I got a little challenge for you guys. In September, we hit a milestone. It was a record-breaking month for Patriots Today. And we also got a record for likes, 26,423. Well, I want to beat that record. I want the records to beat records, because what are records? They're meant to be broken. So the likes goal is 27,000. We're at 0 right now. This is going to be one of the first videos posted of the month. So if you could, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's smash that goal going into November. All right, let's talk about it. So Jahlani Tavai has been injured since, I want to even say, OTAs. He has been gone for a long, long time. He got re-injured in training camp, and then the Patriots decided to put him on the short-term IR. Well, we're heading into Week 5, and Jahlani Tavai is now eligible to return this week, and he did practice on Wednesday, a full participant. And this was kind of the what the Pats expected going into this week. This is what Mike Diabate of Patriots Sports Illustrated said on Jahlani Tavai. He said, per an early Week 5 report from Mike Reiss, it is expected him to rejoin the Patriots on the practice field after beginning the season on injured reserve. Per NFL regulations, Tavai is eligible to begin practicing after the conclusion of Week 4. The 29-year-old suffered a calf injury during 11-on-11 drills in June OTAs, and despite a brief comeback attempt at the start of training camp, Tavai has remained sidelined since the start of the regular season. And this comes from Doug Kyed, and we heard Mike Vrabel go to the podium on Wednesday that he will begin practicing this week. There was no determination on his practice status of the week, but if you saw the injury report, it's most likely, since he was a full participant, I expect him to get activated and be ready for game on Sunday night. Tavai will help with the missed tackles, man. I was talking about during the offseason that he could be prime trade candidate, specifically with the emergence of bringing back Christian Ellis, you signing Jack Gibbons, and also having Robert Spillane, who didn't look good in the first couple weeks of the season, but has since bounced back. But you need some help, a lot of help at the linebacker position, because that is the weakest part of your defense. It has not been great. The Patriots have missed 44 tackles. 44 since the start of the season, since through 3 weeks. And that's the third most, while posting a 17.8% missed tackle rate, which is the second highest in the NFL. And it starts with one of the guys who started at linebacker for the Patriots, who they did re-sign, and it's Christian Ellis. And everybody thought that he was going to be great. But through 4 games of the regular season, only 26 tackles and 9 missed tackles. A PFF grade of 32. 32! That is terrible. The linebacker core has been awful. They also cannot cover for shit. You need Jahlani Tavai to come back. And I know that he was kind of disappointing in 2024. I know that he is not that over-the-hype guy that's going to be like, oh, we need him, but it's better than Christian Ellis. 115 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and a PFF grade of 54.7. He's going to be better than Christian Ellis. We put Jack Gibbons in there. We put Marte Mapu in there, and they have succeeded. But Jahlani Tavai, that is his spot. And I think if he shows out and plays just a little bit better, he'll get into that starting role. And the Patriots, they've kept an open roster spot for him. When they cut DJ James, they had that 52. They had the person on the 52-man roster. And they had an open spot. And everybody's like, well, when are they signing somebody? When is it going to happen? What are they waiting for? Well, they waited 2 weeks. They didn't sign a single person. But when you activate Jahlani Tavai, he's coming back, and he will be that number 1 guy on the 53-man roster. So that's the Patriots plan this whole entire time. They've just been patiently waiting for him to come back. No more trade rumors. I think that he is going to possibly even start come Sunday night against the Buffalo Bills. I want to see him back on the field. I talked all the trash about him during the offseason, and I was made to look very, very, very dumb because the Patriots need him on the field. Do you want to see Jahlani Tavai back for the Patriots? Give me a Y for yes, or give me an N for no down in the comments section. Coming up, we got some Patriots injury news, and it's a tough one. A very, very tough loss for the Pats, who might not play on Sunday. An emerging star who I think could be very good for the Patriots. But that's coming up. First, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You can now follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineup in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, me, or someone whose picks you like. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. I made a lineup for this Sunday's game, and I'm feeling a little too confident for this one. I'm feeling a little too I might put $40 on this. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm thinking. I got the more on Drake May rushing yards, 25.5. I think he is going to rush the ball a lot. Keon Coleman, Gonzo's on you, buddy. Good luck. Give me the less on that. And Stephon Diggs has been red hot as of late. Give me the more on that one with 47.5 receiving yards. You can make a lineup just like that one when you download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there's been a little bit of problems with the safeties, and I'm really, really pissed off, and I'm going to give you a quick nugget here that the number one rated safety by PFF is Jabril Peppers. Well, they cut Jabril Peppers because they really liked Craig Woodson, and they really liked Jalen Hawkins. Well, the Patriots could be without a key starter on Sunday, and that is Jalen Hawkins. He suffered a hamstring injury, and he left the game in the fourth quarter. Now, it was a little bit lucky that the Patriots were in a complete blowout, so you didn't really need him. All the starters sat down. We didn't see Drake May. We didn't see any of the starters, like offensive line, defensive line, anybody. But that is a big problem. And we saw the injury come out on Wednesday, and there were 2 players in particular that showed up that did not practice, and it was K'Lavon Chaisson and Jalen Hawkins. Luckily, Jared Wilson, as you see the ankle and knee there, he did not play on Sunday. He is back, so I'm expecting him to be back at that left guard spot, but let's talk specifically about Jalen Hawkins. I'll get to K'Lavon Chaisson in a second. And this is what Patriots Sports Illustrated had to say. From sort of a sneaky big storyline that maybe isn't being talked about enough department, starting safety Jalen Hawkins injured his hamstring late in the first half and did not play in the second half. The Patriots have invested a lot of time at safety in their terms of communication and how the pieces fit. Hawkins showed signs of being hurt after limping off the field on the first play of Carolina's last major possession of the first half with 1:50 left in the second quarter. He then appeared to transition too quickly from a back pedal to a forward stride. Though the 28-year-old remained on the field for the entire 6-play series, as well as Carolina's deep pass attempt at the conclusion of the half, he was visibly hampered by his injured left leg. And this would be a gigantic blow to the Patriots defense because they really, really put their trust in Jalen Hawkins. And he has played mostly every single snap going into the season. Going into that Panthers game, there's been 174 defensive snaps for the New England Patriots, and he has played 173. He has been on the field every single play, and he's been solid. I'm not going to say he's out there and being like one of the greatest safeties like a Brian Dawkins or an Ed Reed, but he's been a good player for this team. 20 tackles. He's had an interception. He's had a PBU. And when he gets to pursue the run and pursue the quarterback on a little safety blitz, oh my God, he looks great. But now he might not play. Patriots do have a backup plan, of course. You have a backup, and it's our old friend. So if Jalen Hawkins can't go, It's good old Kyle Duggar. We did see Kyle Duggar play a little bit of snaps throughout the course of the regular season. We saw him a bit in the first game, second game, and then he played the entire second half with Hawkins being out with an injury. And Kyle Duggar, I mean, solid. I'm not going to say he's going out there playing good. 74 snaps, 11 tackles. He is terrible in coverage. He's been targeted 5 times and allowed up 5 catches, no PBUs, and a PFF grade of 59.4. This could be good for the Patriots, and it could also be mainly good for Kyle Duggar because it could boost his trade value. We know that the Patriots were trying to trade Kyle Duggar before the end of postseason cutdown day. There were many talks, a bunch of talks that he could go, hey, we're going to try to trade you. Nobody wanted his contract, but if he gets on the field and he can show that he can play, well, the Patriots, they can either have a decision on what do they want to do. Do they want to kind of keep him? Do they want to kind of go out for a trade? It's a good possibility, but this is a chance for him to show that he still has it because he was with an ankle injury last year and he played that whole season with the ankle injury. It kind of hindered him. And Moose, if you want to take me full screen real quick, I just want to talk about K'Lavon Chaisson possibly being out. If that happens, then Keion White will also get this is another same exact situation as Kyle Duggar. I think the Patriots might be looking to trade Keion White, but he hasn't been able to get on the field because the Patriots' defensive line is so good with Chaisson and Harold Landry on the other side. So if Keion White gets that chance, because he will if K'Lavon Chaisson can't go on Sunday, that is also Keion White's chance to kind of show up and show out and show his trade value as the Patriots could look to be getting something going into the back half of the season. Trade deadline is November 5th, which also happens to be my birthday, but that's going to come up on you quick. It's going to come up on you very quick, and maybe we'll do a trade targets or trade candidates video in the near future. But we got a game on Sunday, and I got to ask you, what's your confidence level heading into week 5 of this week, or what am I saying? What's your confidence level of Patriots versus the Bills? Go down in the comments section, scale it 1 to 100. 1, you think the Pats have no chance, or 100, the upset is happening. The upset is happening. Also, let's beat the Bills breakdown in subs. If you want Patriots videos daily, every single day, covering every little news nugget, go and hit that sub button right now. And as always, let's go Pats. Boom. What do we got here? 0-0. What is that? Brian Bayo? Brian Bayo is on the mound for Boston. Old man mob. There is many players that I have hated in the history, and Aaron Judge just grounded out, by the way. There's many players that I've hated in my time as being a Patriots fan since probably, I don't know, so I was 7 years old. Matthew, we got the same birthday? Oh, November 6th. I thought that said 5th. Ness-Force, that is a good possibility. He does play. He does have that opportunity because he's played both positions. But like I was saying, old man mob. Also, spam your socks down in the chat. Cody Bellinger is up right now. We got it on the TV right outside. Red Sox, Yankees. Cody Bellinger is up. It is a first pitch of the at-bat. I've been a Patriots fan all my life. There are 3 Patriots that I can't stand that have played for this team. And they're all defensive backs. Ellis Hobbs, Kyle Arrington, Chris Harper, and Jalen Mills. What were you going to say, Moose?
I don't see any Sox in there except for one. I need more people to say, let's go Sox. Because we need the Yankees to lose the fucking game. Nobody likes the Yankees. Even a Cubs fan like me hates the Yankees. So let's spam Sox. Let's go.
Oh, Bellinger just bombed one to the stands.
That's gone.
It is a 2-run bomb.
Wow. That is an absolute piss missile.
He nuked that. He absolutely nuked that. Wow, Xavier Howard just retired.
Whoa, Dolphins legend.
Colts corner. How many questions do we have?
I'll check in a second. But
We do. Use hashtag Patriots
You
to get
gotta
all
use,
your questions in.
Yes, you got to use hashtag Patriots or send in a super chat and skip the line completely.
So, Moose, you did get this ball. This is yours. But it was only $6. Maybe I can have you buy one for me, and I'll give you the money, and we can give another ball away on Patriots. Christopher Flores, who's your fan? Who's your team? Because I'm not a Sox fan. We're good on questions? But yeah, old man mob. We could use a couple more. I will say, like Ellis Hobbs, I will never forgive him for letting up the touchdown to Plaxico Burress in the Super Bowl. It made me cry. The first time I've ever cried at a baseball game, at a football game. First time, because everybody wants to talk about the helmet catch, but they were still at the 30-yard line, like the 25, 30-yard line. And Ellis Hobbs just let Plaxico Burress cook him. I'm blocked by him on Twitter, by the way. No, Ellis Hobbs. White Sox. Oh, Christopher Flores is a White Sox fan. I'm sorry. So how do you feel about Crochet getting traded? Also, Kyle Arrington, he was burnt toast, and I couldn't stand him, and I was calling for him to get benched, and he finally got benched after that last-second touchdown at the end of the first half in the Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl, which brought in Malcolm Butler. Christopher Flores, I like your question. We're definitely going to get into that in the mailbag. We are definitely going to get into that in the mailbag. That's like your Riley Moss question. What? Yeah.
I was like, are you sure? Am I looking at the right one?
Yeah. And then Jalen Mills is a former Eagle. I hated his guts with his green hair, and then he went to the Patriots, and he sucked even more, and that just – I couldn't stand him. I could not stand him. I hated him. Eagles would want a first and a player for Brown. Ooh, Bad Nab. Bad Nab said $5. Said $5 Cash App. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. You know why I have Cash App? Because my dad doesn't have Venmo, and he was like, I got to Cash App you. And I'm like, I don't have Cash App. I have Venmo. So I got that. But shout out to you. We also have, I'm showing you exactly, old man mob. But I mean, he's a former Eagle. I hated him on the Eagles, and I didn't like him on the Patriots. Is it going to be a 1 out of 10? Jesus Christ. We need to. I hit a goofy especially. Shout out to you, West Philly gang. Tony Mitchell. Use hashtag Patriots. Not just a hashtag. You got to put hashtag Patriots. That's a really good question. I like that question a lot. Logan Ryan. Are you really calling Logan Ryan elite?
It's Gonzo, dude. Come on now. It's Gonzo.
I mean, Promisante Samuel was incredible. He just had. I mean, we won the Super Bowl. If he catches that pass, we win the Super Bowl. Calvin Ridley and Chris Olave could be available. Yeah, I mean, I think Calvin Ridley is available right now, but he's making $92 million, and he couldn't catch a pass if you threw it from me to where the camera is. Appreciate you, old West Philly gang. Appreciate you. We got a raffle. For a month long again. Chris Olave could be available. I love Chris Olave. I don't think they're going to trade him. What do you got to do? Oh. Ty Law was our best corner ever. I mean, give me 2014 Darrelle Revis.
Oh, Terrell Revis is an absolute. He
One
goes down
year for the Patriots.
He honestly goes down as a top 5 corner ever.
Oh, 100%. You have no shot at A.J. Brown. I would love to trade for A.J. Brown. I made a whole video. He's one of my favorite players, favorite wide receivers. But Howie Roseman would not. He tries to finesse everybody. He's so cheap and he's so annoying. And never mind. Never mind. Let's get to the mailbag. Before I start, I did see your question, Charlisha. I appreciate it. And I think Drake May is going to throw 2. I think he's going to throw 2 touchdowns. Of course. It's a big week for the Patriots. Sunday Night Football on NBC as they take on the Buffalo Bills. But as we do on every Wednesday during our live show, we got our Patriots mailbag asking you questions involving everything throughout the week in your questions. Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. It is a big game, ladies and gentlemen. We saw in the graphic. They didn't put Belichick up like they did that one game that one time. It put Drake May against Josh Allen. It is a big matchup. I saw them calling it shout out to Bryson, calling it the new Brady versus Peyton. And I'm excited for it. I know the line says 7.5, but I don't care. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. And if you want the Patriots to destroy the Bills on Sunday Night Football, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, because I want to absolutely blow them out. I think it's going to be a close game, but I would love an absolute blowout. Let's get to the questions. Charlisha Johnson, shout out to you for tuning in every single show. Charlisha, you're a real one, and we always appreciate you. How many touchdowns will Drake May throw in the game on Sunday? Oh, let's think. Well, the Buffalo Bills have an amazing defense, and they are the number 1 team in pass defense. They are only allowing 125 passing yards per game. Now, I will say that they did play Spencer Rattler, who was a shell of himself for the Saints, but I think that Drake May is going to show them out on Sunday. He is looking very confident. He is looking great. And I think him and Josh McDaniels are kind of on the same wavelength. And also, him and Stephon Diggs are kind of getting linked up together. So I believe that Drake May will throw for 2 touchdowns. I also really think that he's going to rush. I think he's going to rush for a lot of yards. I think he's going to rush for a lot of yardage on Sunday. Give me 2 touchdowns, though. Vicious Tuna. Is Kyle Williams telling Jalen Polk, hold my beer? What do you mean by that, Vicious Tuna? And I will say, Kyle Williams is kind of, in the same boat maybe as Jalen Polk, but I don't think they're letting Kyle Williams just get on the field. And it's kind of really, really annoying to watch, but it also makes sense. The Patriots need somebody to take the top off the defense. They need a deep threat. And which is why I made a video about trading for a certain someone, which I'm sure someone will ask a question for that later in this mailbag. But he's only playing like 9-10 snaps a game, but when he's getting on the field, he's making his presence known. He's catching passes. I think it's kind of hard for him just to get on the field because they're putting Stephon Diggs in the slot. They're running a lot of just 11 personnel. They're running 3 wide receivers on the field, and it's Kayshon Boutte out wide, Matt Collins out wide, even on the other side of the field, and then Stephon Diggs in the slot. It's Kyle Williams kind of just like, well, we have no room for you. And that's also why Pop Douglas has completely fallen off the face of the earth. So I think at some point Kyle Williams is going to get his shot, but it's going to take some time, especially if Matt Collins keeps catching red zone touchdowns. Mr. Swiss, if the Patriots beat the Bills Sunday night, are you writing the Patriots in the playoffs right now? Yes, 110%. If they beat the Bills on Sunday Night Football, right now the Patriots kind of power rankings are hovering around 20, and you will be 3-2. You are going to be a better record, obviously, than the Cincinnati Bengals. Throw them out. The Baltimore Ravens right now are 1-3, and Lamar Jackson isn't playing. They could be done themselves. And also, your upcoming schedule, you play the Saints, you play the Titans, you play the Giants, you play the Bengals, you play the Browns. That's a bunch of easy-ass wins. You also play the Jets, and the Jets look worse than the Dolphins. If you beat the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night, you have a chance to win 10, 11 games. Put them in the playoffs. A penny for your thoughts. And it's SpongeBob as their profile picture. Should we be concerned about any matchup going into Sunday? I am not concerned about the run game because the Patriots' run defense is great. You have Christian Barmore, you have Milton Williams on the interior. Good luck running against him, James Cook. I'm looking forward to seeing if you could do anything. Now, the wide receivers, they haven't done much either. But Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir are going to be your two wide receivers. And then you can see right there, 17 yards, 16 yards. They haven't really been doing a lot. And you're going to have Christian Gonzalez on one side. You're also going to have Carlton Davis on the other side. We see that duo, and it locked down against the Panthers. But Dalton Kincaid is a really, really, really good tight end. And the Patriots are really, really, really bad at guarding tight ends because it involves the linebackers. And Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis are not good coverage guys. You can see right here the stat. The Patriots are allowing 64 yards per game against the tight ends, which is 8th highest in the league. Dalton Kincaid is one of the best tight ends in football. It's going to be tough for them to guard him, and it's going to take everybody. Hopefully Jahlani Tavai can come back, but I don't even think he's that great of a coverage guy. You have to figure out a way to bring down a safety, or maybe even at some point say, screw it, we'll put Marcus Jones on Keon Coleman, and we'll put Carlton Davis on Dalton Kincaid. You have to figure out that matchup. And that is the one thing I'm worried about on Sunday, is how are you going to guard the tight end? Because they have two. Not only Dalton Kincaid, but they also have Dawson Knox. So those two guys that you got to worry about. But I'll ask you guys, are you worried about Dalton Kincaid? Give me a Y for yes, or give me an N for no down in the comments section. I'm going to tell you guys about our sponsor right now, and we'll get to your questions in a bit. But I got to tell you about our sponsor, PrizePicks. You and I make decisions every single day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. I got a lineup for this weekend. It literally took me 30 seconds. Drake May, the more on rushing yards. I could not find a Dalton Kincaid player projection, but I'm going Keon Coleman the less, and give me the more on Stephon Diggs, 47.5 receiving yards. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. Oh, I'm starting to really get nervous about this game. Biggest Patriots game, as Bryson on Twitter. If you guys follow him, go give him a follow. He's a great one on Twitter. It's a very nerve-wracking game, and I can't wait. And you got to wait all day Sunday. Let's get back to the questions. Matthew asking, what about Asante Samuel Jr.? Well, I think I read that he was dealing with an injury, and he was going to miss the first. He has stingers. I don't know exactly something a neck injury, but it always flares up, and it's kind of like derailed his time in the NFL, and teams are kind of risky about signing him. But he's also trying to make a comeback. But for the Patriots, I mean, now that Christian Gonzalez is back, now that Carlton Davis is there, you have Marcus Jones. I like Alex Austin as a backup. That's about it. Like, you don't really need to trade one. I know the Patriots were trying to trade for Jarvis Brownlee Jr. of the Tennessee Titans, but he was later traded to the New York Jets. I mean, it's a possibility. You also have Stephon Gilmore still available if you wanted to bring him back. Right now, I'm just not really looking at any cornerbacks. I mean, if you're going to really try to trade for someone, you could try to trade for Reek Woolen of the Seattle Seahawks. He's definitely going to be traded at some point, but I'm fine with the cornerback core as it is. Nest Force. Can we please talk about our return team? I've been asking for 3 weeks. How good is our blocking? We have 3 different players run back touchdowns if you include the preseason. I think I've talked about it on a couple shows. I think in the overreaction video, I said the Patriots have the best special teams unit in the NFL. Nest Sports, check out that video. I think you'll be happy. Yeah, I mean, the blocking is great. It is amazing to see. What is the special teams? Is it Brandon Springer? I'm trying to remember the exact name, Springer, as the special teams coach. But the blocking is great. I mean, you put Jack Gibbons. Milton Williams is on punt return. And it's awesome to see. You just have such speedy guys. Marcus Jones is so fast. TreVeyon Henderson, teams were trying to figure out, hey, we're not going to kick the ball to TreVeyon. We're going to kick it to Antonio Gibson, and he runs it back. Every single time the Patriots get a return, whether it's punt or whether it's kick, they have a chance to return it, and that helps field position, and the Patriots can take advantage of that. Specifically with the Bills not having their starting punter on the field on Sunday, maybe we can see them get into good field position. Dashy, do you think the Patriots should keep playing Diggs in the slot? That is an amazing question, and it is 100%, 1,000% yes. I don't like Stefon Diggs out wide, and they were trying to figure that out the first couple of weeks, which is why he was a little bit quiet throughout the entire first 2-3 weeks of the season. They were putting him out at the X. They were putting him out at the Y position, trying to figure out what place fit him best. But you can obviously see that when he is in the slot, he is still as quick as he was a couple years ago with the Buffalo Bills, with the Minnesota Vikings. He can still route run perfectly, cut perfectly, and Josh McDaniels' offense favors the slot, and it helps the slot guy get open over those middle-of-the-field crossovers, those shallow corner routes, the crossers, everything that works. Stefon Diggs is meant to be a slot wide receiver. He's like 5'11". He's speedy, and Drake May finds him on every point of the field. Have him be in the middle of the field, specifically on Sunday against the Bills. Don't move him out wide. There's no need to. Christopher Flores. Will the Patriots trade for A.J. Brown? I wish. I really, really, really wish. The Patriots, I just talked about it. Stefon Diggs is being in the slot. Well, there's one problem with him being in the slot. You do not have a deep threat whatsoever. And, well, A.J. Brown doesn't seem like he's too happy in Philadelphia because after the game, which, let's make note, the Bills and the Eagles are the only 4-0 teams. But A.J. Brown, he's got his ring. He wants his targets, man. And he only had 2 catches on Sunday, and he tweeted this out. It's a little Bible verse. If you're not welcome, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and be on your way. It's kind of like, hey, you're not getting your targets. Don't complain. Just stay quiet. Take a step back. Don't make a scene, shrug your shoulders, and just, all right, keep playing. Just keep showing up to work every day and not do a thing. And the Patriots, they could use him a ton. Use him a lot. Stefon Diggs is your number 1 guy. And I need to fix this Patriots wide receiver depth chart because DeMario Douglas has completely fallen off a cliff because he's not Pop can only play in the slot. Stefon Diggs is now your slot receiver. It is Matt Collins and Kayshon Boutte. You also have Efton Chisholm and Kai Williams. You add A.J. Brown to this group. That is scary. Scary. But what would it take? Well, Bleacher Report came up with a trade, and I said, I don't like this trade. I'm going to add something to it because you're not going to have 7 wide receivers on your roster. You already got rid of 2 of them. We had 8 at one point, and they said, we're going to keep 6. You're not keeping 7. Second-round pick, 2026, 2027 second-round pick. And then throw in Kayshon Boutte. I like keeping Matt Collins as your veteran leader, as a guy that's been in the league for so long. He can teach Efton Chisholm. He can just lead the entire team. Have him on one side, have A.J. Brown on the other side, have Stefon Diggs in the slot, and then have Efton Chisholm right there. It would be perfect. It'd be perfect. But do I think Howie Roseman's going to do that trade? No, because he's a stiffler, and he's annoying, and he sucks. And that's why the Eagles suck. Yeah, they're 4-0, but I hate them. I can't stand them. I hope their franchise would just go away forever. Forever. Just trade him. He's going to complain the rest of the year because he's not getting his targets because Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball. That's enough of that I have to rant about the Philadelphia Eagles. If you want the Patriots to trade for a wide receiver, specifically A.J. Brown, because I would love him, bring him home. He's a Patriots fan. He gets hype, and he loves Mike Vrabel. Hit that thumbs up icon. Another week, another great questions asked every single time we are on the live show. Come join us every Wednesday at about 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're also going to be live for Patriots Bills Sunday Night Football. We will be live at 7 o'clock. So make sure you follow, turn on your notifications, and as always, let's go Pats. I said follow. Make sure you follow. Every time I talk about the Eagles, it pisses me off.
Jalen Hurts is the ultimate example of like great athlete, great system. Can't play quarterback.
Imagine if you put him on the Vikings. You put Jalen Hurts on the Vikings.
Imagine if you even took it a step lower than that. Go
Put
for
him on the Bears.
Go for a. No, because the Bears, I don't think are a good team yet. Let's take a completely mid team. Put him on
The Patriots.
the Patriots,
Like an up
and
and
I
coming team.
guarantee you guys are 0-4.
I think you still beat the Carolina Panthers. But you do not beat the Dolphins. He sucks. He's not good. He's a system quarterback. And everybody wants to say, well, Brady was a system quarterback. Brady threw for 50 touchdowns in a season. Threw for 4,000 yards. Jalen Hurts can't throw for 1 yard in the second half of a game against the Tampa Bay Bucks. We just end it. Just literally end it. The second we end it, they get literally directed straight to it. Yeah, so everybody, all 57 people, don't go anywhere. Could be a trap game for Buffalo. I agree 100%. Yeah, Brady was a beast. Jalen Hurts sucks. Quote me saying that. I've said it for years. But it's a big game, guys. It's a big game. And right now, it is 2-2 Yankees-Red Sox. 2-2 Yankees-Red Sox. Play the short intro for Patriots. So it can immediately just end. So they can go straight to it. Big game. We will be live on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a late one, and we hope you guys join us. Don't go anywhere, though. When this stream ends, you will get transferred right over to our Red Sox live stream, and you can have some fun with producer Jack Lottery. You guys know him for the Patch channel, but he is hosting that. So we'll see you guys on Sunday, and let's go Pats.